Good evening, everybody. Let me try it one more time. Good evening, everybody. It's better. So, as you can tell, my voice is very powerful. will not have to worry about not hearing me. I'm also going to set a timer for myself because I am a pastor and I will talk and talk and talk. So I'm going to set a timer for myself, and I'm going to try to be within 15 minutes. Guys, my name's Pyles. I am a certified peer recovery specialist for Take Action Today. Guys, I've been in recovery since October 16th of 2016. I struggle with a 14-year addiction of opioids and benzos. And what I'm going to talk about tonight is something that hits home for me. So I know the good Lord's looking out for me, because when we took our break, I stepped outside and barely hit the corner there, and a pigeon flew and pooped and just missed my shoulder by inches. So I'm like, thank you, Lord, you're with me today, because that pigeon could have pooped on me and I'd be up here with a brown spot. Hoping you can edit this, man. I also hope you have greased that thing up, because I will walk back and forth. So hopefully that thing is greased for you. But guys, I want to take just a few moments, and I want to talk about stigma. In particular, I want to talk about breaking the stigma and embracing resilience in substance use recovery. So let me ask you that question. Imagine for a moment that life is like a box of... Nope. Imagine life is like a box of crayons. Now, we all got kids. Every one of us have kids. With the crayons, especially when we're talking about with school, they get that new box of crayons. They're excited about it. They start coloring with it, they start going with it, and then about 3 or 4 months down the road, some of those crayons begin to kind of wear down. Some of those crayons begin to get useless. And as parents, we say, let's throw those old broken, busted crayons away and let's get some new ones, right? I'm that way anyways. I want my kids to have the best, so I want to buy them new crayons. But then I got to thinking, because my children advocate for those broken crayons. My kids tell me, Dad, don't throw my crayons away. They still color. They're still good. They still work good. And I got to thinking, I read a book about 2 months ago that was life-changing for me. It's a book called Broken Crayons Still Color. And it was life-changing to me. If you've never read that book, I highly encourage you to pick that book up. It's called Broken Crayons Still Color. I promise you it's life-changing. And I want to dive into a powerful metaphor for just a few moments, and I want to explore how we can shed light on a deeply challenging subject that we face in our communities every single day, and that's individuals who struggle with substance use, homelessness. I want to spend just a few moments, and I want to advocate for those people. I want to advocate for that person that Mike saw sleeping on that bridge. I want to stand in the gap, and I want to talk on his behalf for just a moment. I want to talk for you for just a moment for the 105 people that Take Action Today is privileged and honored to get to work with. I want to be an advocate for you and let our communities know, don't throw these crowns away, they still color. So we all know someone who's been affected by addiction. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's been yourself. Maybe it's been someone we know that's in the community. This I can promise you. Whoever you know that struggles with addiction did not stand up on career day in kindergarten and say, hey, when I grow up, I want to struggle with heroin. When I grow up, I want to struggle with substance use. When I grow up, I want to be sleeping in that bridge across from Mike's house. But somewhere along the way, something happened. We don't know. But unfortunately, society and communities are ready to throw these individuals away. We're ready to discard them. I sent something on a Facebook post the other day, our prominent post. I'm not going to mention the name, but if you live in West Bradford, you better look Facebook post I'm talking about. And they're talking about all the people that struggle with addiction in West Frankfort, all the people that struggle with all the community, the homelessness issues we have. And one of our gracious community members of West Frankfort got on there and said, well, we've got organizations that feed and water them so they'll continue to still come here. I did everything I had not to comment on that Facebook post. Thankfully, some other people came to my behalf and kind of ripped in the new one. But it's that type of thinking right there is why individuals who are in recovery can never get ahead. It's that type of thinking from communities and members of the community that's going to keep somebody that has put the work in, that's put the time in, that's done what they're supposed to do, keep them from getting to that next level in life. My hope today is that somebody watching this one day can see this and hopefully change the way they think. The first thing that we got to do is we got to address the big elephant in the room. And that's the stigma that's attached to substance use, homelessness, mental health issues. It's a big elephant. It's big, it's heavy, it stinks. We got to talk about it. It's time as members of the community, as members, as advocates for your organizations, wherever it is that you're working, it's time to stop being quiet. It's time to stop just letting things happen. It's time to stop letting it be business as usual. You see, stigma thrives in silence, but it loses its power when we shine a light on it. Stigma thrives in silence, and it loses its power when we shine a light on it. You see, despite the challenges and setbacks that myself and many other individuals have faced, recovery embodies resilience. Think about it. Somebody who has struggled with opioids or mental health issues are able to overcome that and able to step above that and rise above that fundamental planet, if you will. That's incredible resilience. We work with individuals every single day who unfortunately don't ever get past that. We see people overdose and die every single day. We're watching moms and dads lose their sons and daughters. We're watching sons and daughters lose moms and dads. We're watching members of our communities die and overdose every single day. So the fact that someone is able to step up and overcome that shows power and resilience on their limb. You see, and just like that broken crown that I tried to throw away at my daughters, these individuals, they've been bent, they've been torn up, they've been twisted, they've been stepped on, but man, they're still there. They're still coloring. They're still making progress. They're still making beautiful pictures. They tapped into their inner resilience, and they're drawing on their capacity for growth and transformation. The problem is, people think that recovery is a linear path. Many people think that, well, once I get sober, once I live in recovery, that's it, that you should be good to go. You should be okay. You should be able to go from A to Z. Unfortunately, recovery is not a linear path. Recovery, there's lots of ups and downs. There's a lot of victories, but there's a lot of setbacks. There's a lot of trials. There's a lot of struggles. But the awesome thing about this is that if we can take our mind off of the struggles and the trials, we can shift the focus to every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. Every setback is a chance to be bigger, to tap into that reservoir of resilience within. One of the most powerful aspects of recovery is the willingness to be vulnerable. It takes courage to admit you have a problem. It takes courage to ask for help. It takes courage to face your demons head on. And in that vulnerability, it lies such immense strength. And by opening up and sharing our story like we're doing here tomorrow, We need to begin to break down the walls of stigma. We need to begin to break down the walls of shame. And what we are doing here is creating a rippling effect, not for just everybody in the room, but for those who are going to be watching this next year's grand river to take this to. This is why community support is so vital. Community support is not just helpful, it's vital. This is why we've got to come together as communities and be that community support for that individual in recovery. They're never going to be able to grow and go to that next level if, like our speaker before us just said, if they're constantly knocked down. If they can't get a good education, if they can't get a job, if they can't get into adequate housing, if they can't get adequate food, like she said, we're going to eat. We're going to find a way. The system is broken, and it's time as us as a community that we come together and address this elephant in the room. It's broken. Enough talk. It's time for action. You see, we've seen some great impacts here in Southern Illinois. I'm blessed and honored to be a part of that and take action today. But just listening to the stories that and the testimonies that we've read tonight, there's a lot of great community-based programs here in Southern Illinois. These programs provide a wide range of support services, from counseling, from education, therapy, housing, and employment systems. But these create a safe, nurturing environment where individuals can heal, learn, and grow. But most importantly, they offer a sense of hope and possibility. They offer hope to the hopeless. And when you're struggling with addiction, that's what you need more than anything is hope. And that's what we've got to offer these individuals. That's what we got to offer that individual that was sleeping on that bridge by Mike's house tonight. We got to let him know his hope. He's not a broken crown. He's not a throwaway. He's not a waste. He needs help. And more importantly, he needs hope. Whether it's through peer support, a recovery center, a community outreach program, all these things that I've just discussed play a vital role in empowering individuals to reclaim their lives and become active contributors to their communities. But recovery support's not just about providing resources. It's about empowering individuals to thrive. It's about recognizing their strengths. It's about recognizing their talents. It's about recognizing their potential and helping them to cultivate and create a brighter future. Community-based programs offer opportunities for education, skill building, personal development, and they empower individuals to take control of their lives and pursue their goals. You see, ultimately, community support is about more than just helping individuals overcome addiction, overcoming crisis homelessness, overcoming mental health issues and challenges. It's about building a culture of empowerment and building a culture of resilience. It's about creating communities where everyone feels valued, feels respected, feels honored. Not whatever your last name is, not because of your credit score, not because of your socioeconomic status, not because of what side of the tracks you live on, but it's a community where everyone feels valued, it's respected and included. It's about breaking down barriers and bridging divides to create a more compassionate and supportive society. Together, this is what we're doing in this room tonight, family. Together, we create a community where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, to grow, and contribute to the greater good. And I'm about to wrap up. Our society often measures success on material wealth, on education, on what my kids are doing, what I'm doing. on our professional achievements, our societal status. But this narrow definition fails to find the full richness and complexity of the human experience, if I'm honest with you. You see, for individuals who have struggled with substance use, this traditional type of thinking can feel kind of judgmental, just to be honest with you, because it overlooks the incredible resilience and personal growth. You see, success isn't just about what you have. It's about who you are and what you have in your life. It's about resilience, it's about personal growth, and it's about community connection. When we embrace this holistic definition of success, when we look at crayons, those crayons that are maybe worn down, maybe kind of old looking, maybe something we wouldn't put in the front to display everything. But when we realize that even broken crayons can still color, and that even when broken crayons still have meaning in our society, then and only then can we create a culture where success is for everyone. Redefining success isn't just about individuals in recovery. It's about all of us. It's about recognizing that well-being encompasses more than just sobriety. It's about mental health. It's about emotional and spiritual health as well. It's about creating communities where everyone feels seen, where everyone feels heard, and where everyone feels valued. It's about creating an environment that prioritizes connection, compassion, and belonging. And it's about building a world where everyone has the opportunity to live a fulfilling and meaningful life, free from stigma and judgment. So the next time that you go home, when you go to clean out the kids' rooms, and you're about to throw that crayon box away, remember that broken crayons still color. Just because somebody has a past doesn't mean they're a throwaway. They still have a purpose, they still have a plan, and they still bring value. And I want to close with this. I want to thank you, Mike, for giving this broken crown a chance to do something with you.